Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to actually revive this old wig that I have. It's synthetic, and I kind of want a bob because it's definitely fall. Again, this is your girl Ellie Jńe. Follow me, subscribe, all that type of good stuff. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, of course. I have a blog on my website, and I have a Pinterest account. I am a lifestyle ambassador, and I love all things lifestyle. So check out my other type of videos with cooking and home decor and all that type of good stuff. But in the meantime, we're gonna cut this wig up because I definitely want a bob. So I kind of already began the process of putting my cap down. What I'm going to do is actually brush out this hair, and you know, I'm not gonna do too much stripping here because I did wash this hair. I don't want it to go back too frizzy, but what I love about this wig and why I'm trying to make it a bob is that it has some like really loose waves. So whenever it does start to kind of like stiffen up, the waves actually stay popping. This is a very old wig. I might give this a bang. Hold on, let me show you the inside. But I don't think I should. Now they have like this cap. I'm gonna actually cut off this plastic. I don't know if it's plastic all the way through. No. It looks like plastic, but it's actually something else. I'm gonna cut this off. And I don't know how they do this or why, because we just kind of want the lace, but it does preserve the lace though for the long term. So I definitely did not take it off, and it preserved this wig for me, at least the lace part. I'm gonna melt down this wig as well before I even get into cutting the bob. And I'm gonna take care of these, what do you call it? I'm gonna take care of these baby hairs. But here we go. So my first step is securing the wig. Now this wig has some hooks on it already. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that it remains secure. So I'm gonna put it back here. The bed, when I put it on, I need this not to move while I'm cutting it. Alright, and this wig also goes, the lace part at least goes from ear to ear, so it's really good for the baby hairs. Alright, let's go ahead and put this wig on. Y'all, this wig has been on multiple interviews. Y'all, this wig has been through some weddings. This wig has been quite a few different places. But it's about to go into a bob today. You hear me? Alright, so here is, I don't know if the video is going to catch this. Here's where the part is, and I usually like it off to the side. And before I actually get into it, I gotta see where my hairline is. Alright, it's pretty compromisable. Y'all. Now I'm gonna take my Got2b glue, and I'm gonna go ahead and start applying. Take my Got2b glue, and I'm gonna start applying it to my edge line here. I don't think that's gonna work. I have this bobby pin. Oops. Okay, and the reason why I'm not using really the wig bonding glue here just because this is definitely going to be temporary. I'm just wearing this today. I need this to just be secure enough to not move too much, but I'm not trying to keep it on for a very long time. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put a couple of layers on and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. It's kind of, you know, dried, pretty much clear. Had a very thick layer on there. And I'm gonna add this wig right back on top of it. Alright, because this wig is not plucked, it's gonna look very, very harsh. But for the most part, you wanna make sure that the parts line up and you get, and you get, have it in place. And that's what I'm trying to make it do right now, is be in place. And I'm gonna hold it down with my in here so it could be easy. Let's just brush this thing out so it could be easy to lay this down. I'm gonna lay it down for like a few. I'm gonna lay this down for a few. It's been some time. If it moves, I'm gonna be really sad, but I was able to change into what I'm gonna be wearing today. Now, as you can see, there is cut bang action here. With this cut bang, I mean, I had it, it's pretty old, so I'm gonna make sure that it's still the same type of part, hold on, that I had it on that cut bang. I have my hot comb with me for my part, but for this sake, it's synthetic hair, so y'all gotta be careful out there in those streets, because you can burn some things off and you don't want to do that. So the whole purpose of this wig is just to have this on for interviews and things like that. So this is not like, you know, go out on the town, because it definitely doesn't have like, you know, it has big knots, and I'm just trying for a new look. Okay. So let's get this first thing in. It'll stop right about here. So I'm gonna actually cut it off to right there and see what goes on. And the reason why I'm doing a blunt cut, because I kind of want like a straightforward bob. Okay, let's do this one. Keep your scissors straight. If you don't, you'll get, look at that. So, let me show you the back. kind of cute. Okay, I'll take it. Now we're gonna get this part together. Okay. This is so cute. So I do want to fit this around my face. So I'm gonna give this a couple of I'm gonna shed it. I'm gonna give it a couple of layers in the front. And basically what I'm doing is starting from the top and closing my scissors as I go down like this. Kind of feather it out so it's not too harsh around my face. Give me some volume with this blunt cut. Let's see if I can move this part around. Probably can't. Oh, I can. Have it more over this way. So we're gonna get into this this baying. Do know that I want this to remain tall, remain long, because I want to scoop this over. So I'm gonna keep that, but I'm gonna start my bang cut to be around here. And that's the part that I want to have a great, I want it to be like a and then drop. So I usually start and since I want this heavily feathered, I cut my scissors a little bit quicker than I would on this type of layering. I cut my scissors kind of quicker because I wanted to stop at a certain length. It's very blunt right here, but my bang is like covering it up. Being from Texas, I like a little volume on my side part, like right here. So I'm gonna actually keep that initiated the way that it is. But I love this curl. Look at that. And I want this to lay down flat. So I use this bed head, and I just want to lay it down and have this also laid down. Now this is synthetic, so I use a very low setting for this hair, and I use the back of my hot comb. Let me get these braids together a little bit more. of do just a little bit until it gets there. If I cut off too much, y'all know the story, then you have nothing to work with. But if you cut off just a little bit and work your way, you'll eventually get to where you want to go. But let me try to feather this out. Okay, so I'm back. So basically what I did was like kind of layered this out a little bit more, and I like the results. I definitely need to get this bang in order a little bit more of a swoop, but that's gonna it's gonna rise up anyway. So I usually just do this all throughout the day, but for the most part this is what I'm working with. Now, so I'm not gonna really worry about this bang. See, like it's kind of like flying. I'm gonna end up getting it because this thing is not cutting it, and I gotta be really careful because I definitely want my forehead. Now, as far as like this part, because this is synthetic wig, it's a synthetic wig. It's very, you know, it's very stiff. So like the realest I can make it, I think that will set this wig off. I put a little bit of my Fenty foundation in there. But we have to take this. Okay, I put a bit of it in here, and I'm just gonna go along the line, and I'm just gonna actually make these knots a little bit like lighter, because it is very apparent. Now, a lot of people like baby hairs. It is all of the craze of 2020 in the last couple of years. I really don't care for it in this look because it's just not appropriate for where I'm trying to go today. But you could definitely have baby hairs, and this will actually set the look off. But for the most part, this is like as close to the baby hairs as I'll bring it. It's just these little frays right here. But nonetheless, what I usually do is put in my concealer there, and then I kind of fan it out so my knots won't be as blunt and the concealer won't be as loud. And I just use my brush, and I just kind of whisk it on out. And to be honest, you know, it's kind of like a jagged, but you know, we're gonna fan this out a little bit more. And we're pretty much done here, but this is my bob look for today. Slap some lip gloss on here if you want. You might do a red pop. I'm just gonna keep it natural because I gotta put a mask on. But this is a hint. So let me know what you guys think. You know, I also wanted to say, like, you can definitely find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. I just kind of touched myself with all this Fenty. Oops. Okay. Okay, so I'm Ellie Jńe. I'm a lifestyle ambassador, like I said before. I love all things lifestyle, from beauty to interior design to food to blogging, all of that type of good stuff, and just really sharing resources that are already out there. Today I'm just like doing a wig review because I actually wanted to do something different and then do it on camera as well. But I really love this hairstyle. This is hella Texas. There's not a lot of people doing, like, you know, that big overflip right here, but that's me and that's what I got going on, and I just wanted to share it with you. So in saying that, follow me and I'll talk to you guys soon with another video. Check me out. Bye.